Have you ever wondered why some women over 30 get drawn to young, married men, even when they know it's dangerous, complicated, and could destroy lives? It sounds strange, right? But behind that attraction lies something much darker, something rooted in fear, validation, and the human desire to feel significant again. Today, we'll uncover this truth through the lens of Stoic psychology. And by the end of this video, you'll see how ancient wisdom can explain one of the most confusing patterns in modern relationships. Before we begin, take a second to subscribe to my Stoic journey and hit that like button, because what you're about to learn could completely change how you see desire, love, and emotional power. Let's start with the silent fear many people face after 30, the fear of not being wanted anymore. Society often puts a cruel expiration date on women. It praises youth, beauty, and attention. And when a woman crosses her 30s, she begins to feel invisible in a world obsessed with 20-year-olds. This invisibility isn't physical, it's emotional. It's a kind of fading, a slow erosion of external validation that once came so easily. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, warned about this illusion thousands of years ago. He said, "We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." And that's exactly what happens here. Many women, not all but some, fall into this emotional trap where they begin to measure their worth through other people's attention. When the world no longer gives them that attention freely, they try to reclaim it through situations that make them feel powerful again. That's where younger married men often come in. Now let's be clear, this isn't about judging anyone. This is about understanding human behavior. When a woman feels emotionally overlooked, she might find herself attracted to what's off limits, because it makes her feel desired again. A young married man becomes more than a man. He becomes a mirror reflecting the power she once felt she had. He represents victory, proof that she still has influence, still has magnetism, still matters. The Stoics would call this a false sense of control. They believed that whenever we chase validation through others, we lose control of ourselves. Seneca once wrote, "He who depends on others for happiness is forever a slave," and that's the hidden tragedy here. Both people, the woman and the married man, become emotional slaves to each other's insecurities. Let's talk about the man's side for a moment. Many married men in their 30s or early 40s feel trapped in routine. Their relationships lose excitement. Their wives, busy with life or family, might not give them the same level of admiration they once did. So when an older, confident woman shows interest, it ignites something, a sense of youth, danger, and attention he's been missing. The woman, on the other hand, sees him as someone she can emotionally influence, someone who validates her power to attract despite the odds. The entire situation becomes a dance of mutual ego feeding. Both feel alive again, but only temporarily. Because here's the Stoic truth: anything that begins with ego will end with pain. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." But in these relationships, neither side is reacting with reason. They're reacting with emotion. She's reacting to fear, the fear of fading relevance. He's reacting to flattery, the thrill of being desired again. And both confuse that emotional chaos with connection. But what's built on confusion will eventually crumble. Once the excitement fades, reality steps in. The guilt, the secrecy, the tension, they start to weigh on both souls. The thrill becomes a burden. And deep down, they realize they were never truly connected. They were just escaping loneliness. The Stoics believed that freedom begins where desire ends. True power isn't in being wanted. It's in being content even when you're not. A woman grounded in Stoic wisdom wouldn't chase external validation. Instead, she'd cultivate inner beauty, the kind that comes from discipline, wisdom, and peace of mind. Marcus Aurelius said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. When you stop depending on others to remind you that you matter, you become unstoppable." That's the moment when peace replaces chaos and love replaces obsession. Let's dive deeper into the psychological cycle that happens here. When a woman over 30 feels emotionally invisible, she starts comparing herself to younger women. Her confidence lowers and her self-worth becomes external. That creates emotional hunger, the need to feel admired again. So when she meets a younger married man who gives her attention, it's like a hit of dopamine. It's not love, it's validation addiction. And just like any addiction, it never satisfies. She wants more of that feeling, even if it means crossing lines. But the Stoics would say when you can't control your desires, they start to control you. For the man, it's not much different. He seeks excitement, admiration, and validation, things that often fade in marriage. But instead of working on his inner peace, he seeks external pleasure. It's the same mistake the woman makes. Both end up prisoners of desire. And as the Stoics taught, desire without discipline leads to destruction. So what's the lesson here? It's not to shame anyone. It's to open our eyes. Because these situations reveal something universal about all of us, our craving for significance. Every human wants to feel seen, valued, desired. But when that craving isn't controlled by wisdom, it can destroy peace, relationships, and even self-respect. A Stoic approach to love means understanding your emotions, not being ruled by them. It means asking yourself before you act, am I doing this out of strength or out of need? A woman in control of her emotions doesn't need a man, married or not, to prove her worth. A man grounded in virtue doesn't risk his peace for temporary pleasure. That's the Stoic path, and to live by principles, not impulses. To seek love, not validation. To act from wisdom, not weakness. The next time you see such a story or even feel yourself drawn into something similar, pause. Ask yourself, am I chasing connection or am I running from loneliness? Because most emotional mistakes come not from bad intentions, but from unexamined pain. And remember, you don't need to be chosen to be valuable. You don't need to be wanted to be powerful. You only need to master your own mind. That's what makes you truly free. If this message spoke to you, reflect on it. Don't judge others. Understand them. We're all fighting silent battles that the world never sees. Share this video with someone who might need this reminder. And if you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe to my Stoic journey for more wisdom that helps you see life through clarity, not confusion, through strength, not need. With that said, thanks for watching. And until next time, stay calm, stay aware, and stay stoic.